Hello everyone, a very big hello to all of my Anglophiles, people who prefer to watch my video in English from South India and Northeast India. In this video, I will bring to you the best multiple choice questions from the 4th week, part 2, that is from 26th April to 30th of April. Now there was a small video which I had uploaded, I think 3 days back, 4 days back. In that I had covered the part 1, that is questions from 22nd of April to 26th of April. So do check that video out before you do this one. And the last 10 days of April, the questions were around 230, which would have been overwhelming for some of you. Therefore, I divided the last 10 days into 2 parts. Part 1 had 100 questions and this video has 130 questions. So make sure you do check that out, the first part. If you want to follow me on Facebook, the link is in the description below. And right now, the best selling course, it's a self-preparatory course for SSC CGL, is SSC CGL 2017. It's our best selling course right now along with railways. We are awaiting the notification of both of these exams. Apart from that, if you want to buy any of our courses, then this is the link 958004800. That's the number you have to dial. I'm giving you another number, that is 72910594776. You can dial this number also. So without further delay, let's begin. Our central government has announced to bring how many places under phase 2 of the Swachh Iconic Places initiative? So basically, all our cultural heritages, all our special monuments, they will be brought under the phase 2 of the Swachh, that is the cleanliness initiative. And right now 10 places have been announced. Which are those 10 places? Now this building you must have identified already. It is the famous Charminar in Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana. Besides, there are 9 other places. Gangotri, from where Ganga takes origin, it is in Uttarkashi district in Uttarakhand. Yamunotri, from where Yamuna takes its origin. Then we have Mahakaleshwar temple, which is in Ujjain. So it will be like a quick revision for you. Charminar in Hyderabad, which is in this display pic also. And then we have the church and convent St. Francis in Goa. We also have Adi Shankaracharya's home or abode Kaladi in Ernakulam, and Gomteshwar in Shravanbellagola, which is a very holy site for the Jains. Then we have the Baidyanath Dham in Devgarh, Gaya in Bihar, and Somnath temple, which is in Gujarat. These are the 9 other places apart from Charminar. So total 10 places have been identified. Now there are 2 union ministers which are important. One is our Minister for Culture and Tourism, who is Dr. Mahesh Sharma. Dr. Mahesh Sharma is the Minister for Culture and Tourism, and second is our Minister for Rural Development, Panchayati Raj and Drinking Water and Sanitation. His name is Narendra Singh Tomar. So these are the 2 ministers which are responsible from this question's point of view. Which state government has recently set up an anti-land mafia task force? So there was a big land mafia that was operating in this state, and which you often used to encroach upon the properties of other people, and now action has been taken by Yogi Adityanath, and in this regard he has set up an anti-land mafia task force. So the answer is Uttar Pradesh, and the governor of Uttar Pradesh is Ram Nayak, who gave the oath to the CM Yogi Adityanath. Which bank has announced a partnership with paisabazar.com? It's a website and it's a financial website, and this bank will basically approve the loans. It will provide loans to the marketplace existing customers. This bank is Yes Bank. And just like most of the important banks in India, the headquarter of Yes Bank is also in Mumbai, which is the financial capital. And Yes Bank CEO is Rana Kapoor. Rana Kapoor. He is the CEO of Yes Bank. Which nation recently launched its first indigenously built aircraft carrier? Indigenous means when something is manufactured in your own country. So this was launched in this country. This country is China. Recently launched their first made in China aircraft carrier. This is very, very dangerous carrier with respect to South China Sea. And China's president is Xi Jinping, who was in news recently because he was forced by the United States of America to take some action against North Korea, because North Korea is planning to build ICBM, that is Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. And if they manufacture Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, then America will be on its radar. So therefore China is trying to sever its connections with North Korea. How many medals did Indian contingent win at the US Open Karate Championship, which was held in Las Vegas? Las Vegas is a place in America famous for its casinos. But now most of the casinos have been shifted to Macau, which is a special administrative region of China. So Macau is right now the casino hub in the world. And Indian team went there, performed brilliantly. They won overall 16 medals. Out of that, 18 bronze medal, 2 silver medal and 3 gold medal. Total 16. Chernobyl disaster Remembrance Day. So Chernobyl was a famous disaster which affected the population of 3 countries because at that time Russia was united. So Ukraine Ukraine's capital is Kiev. Then it also affected Belarus, capital is Minsk, and Russia, of course, capital is Moscow. So more than 8.5 million people were affected in this disaster, where the radioactive rays got leaked from the plant in Chernobyl. And this disaster took place in 1986. And those victims who had gotten affected in this particular disaster, be it morbidity and mortality, so we celebrate the day April 26 in their remembrance. So keep that in mind. And regarding Ukraine, they also ask one more question. What is the currency of Ukraine? It is Hryvnia. Hryvnia is the currency of Ukraine. And Russia's currency, which has been on a steady decline for the past 3 years, it is ruble. 3 more states after Telangana and Bihar, they passed the GST bill. Which of the following is not one of them? So Telangana became the first state to ratify the GST bill, and total we need 15 states to ratify it for it to become a law. Please keep that in mind. And so far 3 plus 2, 5 states have ratified. We need 10 more states to ratify it. So first was Telangana, second was Bihar. Recently Chhattisgarh did it, so did Rajasthan, so did Jharkhand. Uttarakhand has still not ratified it. So Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Jharkhand became the 3 states to ratify the GST bill. And Chhattisgarh capital is Naya Raipur. It has a BJP government, and Chhattisgarh chief minister is Dr. Raman Singh. Chhattisgarh's 2 places, one is Sukma, which was in news because of Naxal attack, and another is Bastar. It was also in news because of severe tensions among the leftist insurgency groups and CRPF. Rajasthan has a BJP government, Vasundhara Raje is the CM, and Jharkhand also has a BJP government. Chief minister is Raghubar Das, who is the first non-tribal chief minister of Jharkhand. There was an international conference which was conducted recently on Dara Shikoh. Dara Shikoh is one of the greatest literary artists of our history. He had translated more than 50 Upanishads, or the holy scriptures, from Sanskrit to Persian, and therefore making it available to the Mughal scholars of that time, the Muslim scholars of that time. So he plays a definite role in our history. Dara Shikoh, Reclaiming Spiritual Legacy of India. This was the theme of the conference, and it was organized very recently in New Delhi, where the scholars from a lot of countries like US, Iran, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, a lot of countries from Central Asia, they participated. Reserve Bank of India is going to put into circulation a currency of which denomination to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Allahabad High Court? See, Allahabad High Court is one of the most important high courts, and I'll tell you why. Because if you remember, the Ram Mandir verdict was given by Allahabad High Court, where they said 1/3 land will be used to build Ram Mandir, 1/3 to build the Babri Mosque, and 1/3 will go to Nirmohi Akhada. That was the verdict of the Allahabad High Court. So it's a very important high court, given a lot of landmark decisions in the history of the Indian jurisprudence. And Allahabad High Court will put into circulation 5 rupee denomination coin, which will be to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Allahabad High Court. Now, one more thing, remember that National Archives of India, NAI, is also completing its 125 years, and therefore Reserve Bank of India will put into circulation a 10 rupee note. So 10 rupee note to commemorate NAI 125 years, and 5 rupee coin to commemorate 150 years of Allahabad High Court. Which Indian teen? She is only 16 years old, but she has already become the first Indian to be crowned the Miss Teen Universe 2017, which was recently held in Nicaragua. Nicaragua is not usually in news, therefore I don't expect you to know the capital of Nicaragua, but you should know. So the capital of Nicaragua is Managua, and this girl is Shrishti Kaur. So in the adult beauty pageant, she is the one to watch out for in a few years' time. Her name is Shrishti Kaur, who has been appointed as one of the members to Olympic Channel Commission and Olympic Education Commission by the International Olympic Committee. Please note, Indian International Olympic Committee chairman is Thomas Bach, and the headquarter is in Lausanne. Lausanne is in Switzerland. By the way, Switzerland has another place which is called Zurich, which has the headquarter of FIFA, the football governing body. So from India, Neeta Ambani has been given the honor to become the member of the Olympic Channel Commission and Olympic Education Commission by IOC. My first question for you today: Neeta Ambani is wife of which of the 2 brothers, Mukesh Ambani or Anil Ambani? Write down in comments. India successfully test fired their very powerful nuclear capable, this is the important word, intermediate range ballistic missile from Abdul Kalam Island of the Odisha coast, Chandipur coast, that is. Now please note that Abdul Kalam Island was earlier called Wheeler Island, and it was when the legendary Abdul Kalam ji passed away, then we renamed it after him. We renamed the Wheeler Island as the Abdul Kalam Island. It is in Chandipur in Odisha coast. We fired Agni 3, which has a range of 3,000 kilometers. Very powerful missile. Which state launched NABARD Water Campaign 2017 in about 5,000 villages in the state? This state has often been deprived of water, and also the SYL link, which could have given some relief to this state is also in danger. So it is of course Haryana. Haryana's governor is Kaptan Singh Solanki and chief minister is Manohar Lal Khattar of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Another thing, NABARD was established in 1982. It is our agriculture bank for rural development. Now our central government has recently ratified or sanctioned, approved construction of how many more houses for the urban poor with an investment of rupees 4200 crore under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Awas means residence. So this scheme is called Housing for All. And in Housing for All scheme by 2022, the target is 5 crore or 50 million houses to be built. 30 million, that is 3 crore houses in rural area and 2 crore houses in urban area. So this scheme is there, and now we will build 1 lakh more houses at an estimated cost of 4200 crore rupees. So the exact number is 1,537,000, but 1 lakh is good enough. And our Minister for Urban Development is Venkaiah Naidu, who has become the first Bollywood actor to deliver a TED Talk. So you must have a lot of TED Talks in your life. These are basically motivational speeches, and for that there is a time limit also. This was recently conducted in Vancouver, Canada. Now, what does TED stand for? T stands for technology, E stands for entertainment, and D stands for design. That is the full form of TED. Technology, entertainment, and design. And the recent TED Talk at Vancouver was given by Shah Rukh Khan himself. And Vancouver is a place which is very popular in Canada. A lot of Indians live in Vancouver. Canada's capital, of course, is Ottawa. And Canada's Prime Minister is a hot favorite among girls. His name is Justin Trudeau. Although he was in recently in news for all the wrong reasons. Paytm was founded by Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and the parent company of Paytm is 197 Communication. So Paytm recently announced first wealth management product targeted at lower middle and middle class. What is that product? So this product is gold. Basically it is digital gold. That is the name. And you can basically now buy gold and store gold and pay for gold. You can sell gold using the Paytm. So that was launched by Paytm. First time in a first, which Indian city has been awarded the Pierre L'Enfant International Planning Excellence Award 2017 by the American Planning Association? In the 50 years history of this association, first time a city has been awarded for its immaculate planning. This city is Bhubaneswara, which is the capital of Odisha, and Odisha has a BJD government. BJD stands for Biju Janata Dal, and chief minister is Naveen Patnaik. So that, and Bhubaneswar is also one of the cities which is listed for being a smart city project. What is the name of NASA's spacecraft which performed the first of the 22 dives through the unexplored gap between the Saturn's ring? So Saturn is a beautiful planet, and Saturn, it has rings which look very beautiful. They are nothing but condensed gases, dust, etc. So between the rings, NASA's one spacecraft did an exploration. Its name is Cassini. Now please note, NASA is America's space agency, and it is facing tremendous competition from Elon Musk's company. Now, second question for you today. What is the name of the Elon Musk's company which is giving a stiff competition to both NASA and ISRO? Because this company has renewable fuel technology. It is very advanced. And also note that NASA's headquarters is in Washington, D.C., which also has headquarters of IMF and World Bank, which are called Bretton Woods twins. American director Jonathan Demme passed away recently. He had won the Oscar, also called the Academy Award, for Best Director for which film? This film is The Silence of the Lambs. Very, very amazing film. And there was an Indian film in which Akshay Kumar, Preeti Zinta and Ashutosh Rana participated. Can you name that film for me? That is the third question, which was a carbon copy of The Silence of the Lambs. World Day for Safety and Health at Work 2017. The theme was Optimize the Collection and Use of OSH Data. It was observed on which day? And it was, of course, celebrated by the International Labour Organization for Safety of the Workers, to celebrate workers, their contribution, etc. So just tell me, when do we celebrate it? We celebrate the World Day for Safety and Health every year on April the 28th, and we have been celebrating it since 2003. Which country has released Special 301 Report 2017, in which it has kept India under the priority watch list? Now please note, 11 countries are in this priority watch list for intellectual property rights deficiencies, like China, Russia, India, etc. And this report has been prepared by United States. During the visit of Vice President Hamid Ansari, India signed an MOU with Poland in the field of what? So Poland is a small European country, and its capital is Warsaw. So India signed a MOU with Poland in the field of agriculture. Please note, very, very important, agriculture. We will do bilateral cooperation, bilateral sharing of information, etc. Our agriculture minister is Radha Mohan Singh. I am on a has become the first digitalized panchayat ward in India. It is located in which state? So it is in the Kottayam district. So now this question is very easy. Kerala. Pinarayi Vijayan is the chief minister, which has a Communist Party of India Marxist left government. Which company has been named the Indian Multinational Company of the Year by All India Management Association during the AIMA Managing India Awards 2017? This Indian company is the Hero MotoCorp. The founder of Hero MotoCorp died last year. His name was Brij Mohan Munjal, but his son is the great Pawan Munjal, who has taken this company to great heights. So Pawan Munjal right now is the chairman and managing director of Hero MotoCorp. 2 awards were also given, so they can also ask. One was the Business Leader of the Year, so no surprises there, Arundhati Bhattacharya, and chairman of SBI. And the second was the Outstanding PSU, or the Government Company of the Year. It was Coal India Limited, which is also a Maharatan company, who has been appointed as the new head of Coca-Cola. His name is T. Krishna Kumar. He took over from Venkatesh Kini. Coca-Cola's headquarter is where? Write down in comments. My 4th question for you today. Don't write America. I want to know the exact place where Coca-Cola's headquarter is there. Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi unveiled the translated volumes of Vachana. It was written by 12th century social reformer Basavana and others in how many Indian languages? So please note that Basavana is from Karnataka, and the Vachana, which is the famous book, is written in Kannada language. And recently it was translated into a lot of languages, as high as 23 languages, and all of these were released by Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi, because we celebrate the Basava Jayanti, that is the birthday of Basava, on April 29th. As per the MasterCard Asia Pacific Destination Index 2017, which 2 Indian cities are ranked among the top 20 destinations in the Asia Pacific region in terms of visitor spend? So in which 2 cities of India visitors like to come, they like to spend money? So number 1 city in the world is of course Singapore, which is also the costliest city in the world. Please note that London earlier was the costliest city in the world, but now it is Singapore for 2 years in a row. Singapore's capital is of course Singapore city, and in India, Chennai was 13th and Mumbai was 15. So 2 Indian cities, 3 and 4 is the answer. As per the recent announcement which was made by the Reserve Bank of India, by March 2019, all the existing asset reconstruction company, in short ARC, must have a minimum fund corpus of how much? So each of the asset reconstruction companies must have a corpus of 100 crore rupees. Please also note that this has been done by amending the Sar-Faizi Act of 2016. Now, one more thing. No asset reconstruction company can start a business without having a net owned fund, or which is called NOF, net owned fund, of less than 2 crore rupees. This is the bare minimum that is required to commence a business by any asset reconstruction company. Also announced by Reserve Bank of India. Governor of course is Urjit Patel. When was the day of remembrance for all the victims of chemical warfare observed? See, chemical warfare is very important. It has gained importance more so in today's time and age. You remember Assad recently threw chemical weapons, sarin gas and all in the Syria. So it has become an important warfare. Chemical Warfare Day is observed every year on April the 29th. That is for remembrance of all the victims of the chemical warfare. Which Indian sand artist won the Zuri Prize Gold Medal at the 10th Moscow Sand Art Championship? He has been winning awards left, right and center for the past few years. At Jagannath Puri, that is the Puri beach in Odisha, he makes beautiful sand castles. His name is of course Sudarshan Patnaik. 70 million years old dinosaur egg fossils have been unearthed where? So there is this egg that was founded by the scientists from the University of Central Florida, and they have found what? They have found an egg of a dinosaur, and this is 7 crore years old. Where it was founded? It was founded in China, and it was founded by scientists in China only, not Central Florida. So, and this particular dinosaur whose egg has been founded, he was a vegetarian. Which racer from India has become the first Indian to take the pole position in the FIA F3 European Series in Monza, although overall he finished second in the race? His name is Zehan Daruwala. So is he the next Narayan Karthikeyan? Well, we'll see. One question they can ask about Zehan Daruwala is that earlier this year in February 2017, he had won the New Zealand Grand Prix. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, with its headquarters at Paris, has dedicated 30th April to raise the awareness about which music genre? So there are a lot of types of music like pop, rock, jazz, folk, whatnot. So 30th April will be the International Day for Jazz. That is the Jazz, International Jazz Day. Scientists at which agriculture university have developed a new variety of faba bean that is called HFB1, which is commonly called bakla? This is a high yielding variety of which made by the scientists from which agriculture university? It is the Haryana Agriculture University. My fifth question for you today. Where is Haryana Agriculture University? Write down in comments. Hana Khatib has been appointed the first female judge in the Muslim Sharia court system in which country? This country has predominantly Jews. This country is the country of Jews, Israel. Israel's capital is Jerusalem and Israel's prime minister is Benjamin Netanyahu. Very, very powerful country. One of India's best and closest friends, Israel, who has been given or bestowed upon or conferred with 52nd Gyanpith Award by President Pranab Mukherjee in New Delhi. So he's a very famous Bengali poet and writer. His name is Shankha Ghosh. Fourth National Standards Conclave was recently held in which city? So just mug this up. This question is not very important. It's New Delhi. South Korea. Let's talk about South Korea. Its currency is won. And Park Geun-hye was impeached by the parliament, who was the head of state of South Korea. And South Korea's capital is of course Seoul. So South Korea's company called Kia Motor. South Korea has also other companies also, like Hyundai is there, Samsung is there, LG is there. These are all the companies from South Korea. South Korea Kia Motors has signed an MOU with which state government for setting up a greenfield automobile manufacturing facility. They will set it up in Anantapur. Anantapur is where? Andhra Pradesh. So Andhra Pradesh has a Telugu Desam party government. Chandrababu Naidu is the chief minister. Andhra Pradesh was recently voted as the second most corrupt state in India after Karnataka. And Andhra Pradesh was in news because of Bahubali, which is predominantly from Telugu film industry. Although the movie has been dubbed in various languages, screened across 9,000 screens across the world, made a record for the first 3-day opening collections. The role of Bahubali was played by Prabhas and movie is directed by Rajamouli. Remember these two names. And the female protagonist was Anushka Shetty, who played Devasena. As per the Ministry of Power, and our power minister is Piyush Goyal, he is the minister for power, coal and renewable energy. So as per the power ministry, how many conventional street lights have been replaced by light emitting diode, that is LED bulbs, to save the power? Not only they will save power, they will also save more than 2.3 lakh tons of carbon dioxide that will be released, because carbon dioxide we cannot afford to release in the atmosphere because India is a signatory to Paris Agreement, so we have to follow the rules and regulations of the convention. And therefore, another thing, carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. It raises the temperature of the atmosphere. So India has replaced 21 lakh bulbs. 21 lakh bulbs. 6th Sultan Azlan Shah Cup 2017 is being held in Malaysia. Malaysia's capital is Kuala Lumpur. Please note that Sultan Azlan Shah Cup is very, very important and it is played by Asian, not only Asian but other countries also. Just 2 hours back, India was beaten by Australia, I think 3-0 something. So Sultan Azlan Shah Cup is played for hockey. NABARD has digitized around 1.2 lakh self-help groups. This is not enough although, because we have 74 lakh self-help groups. They may be for various things. So 1.2 lakh will be digitized by NABARD, which under which initiative? This initiative is called Electronic Shakti. And the aim is to just digitize all the self-help groups under its microcredit and innovations department. Which Indian short film will be screened by UNESCO as part of the World Press Freedom Day in Jakarta? So this film is called Azad. And this film's director is Rahul Chitala. And it will be screened on May the 3rd. World Day for Laboratory Animals 2017 was observed where? So laboratory animals are very important tool to conduct clinical trials, because not all trials can be conducted on human beings because of various safety hazards. So to acknowledge the contribution of laboratory animals, we celebrate the World Day for Laboratory Animals 2017 on April the 24th. Legendary singer Begum Yaman, she passed away. Huge loss for Indian musical ecosystem. She was the daughter of Ustad Vilayat Khan, legendary Ustad Vilayat Khan, and granddaughter of Ustad Inayat Khan. So she was from Itawa Gharana. She was into Sufi. Which Indian player won the silver medal at the Asian Snooker Championship held in Doha? See, Doha is the capital of Qatar, okay? And Qatar, you will have the 2022 Football World Cup in Doha. Please also note that this particular snooker player, everybody was expecting him to just win it outright. Everybody was expecting gold, but there was an upset. He is 16 times world champion. His name is Pankaj Advani from Karnataka. Which country successfully conducted its first glide test of the amphibious aircraft AG-600? Amphibious aircraft means which can run on water, which can run on land, it can fly in atmosphere. So multi-purpose. It is called AG-600. It is an aircraft of China. Which former union minister has been selected by the Japan for this year's Grand Cordon of the Order of the Rising Sun, which is a very prestigious award given by Japanese government. And you know that Japanese head of state is Shinzo Abe. Japan's capital is Tokyo and currency is yen. Don't confuse it with yuan, which is the currency of China, also called renminbi. So which former union minister? He was the cabinet minister under the UPA rule, Ashwani Kumar. As per the latest finding of the Center for Media Studies, which state in India is the most corrupt? Most corrupt state in India is Karnataka. Karnataka has a Congress government and chief minister is Siddaramaiah. Second most corrupt is of course Andhra Pradesh and third most corrupt is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has a AIADMK government, All India Dravid Munnetra Kazhagam, and chief minister is of course Palnaswamy. Indian Coast Guard decommissioned, which means stopped using which ship at the Chennai port because it completed its 27 years of service. Its name is Indian Coast Guard ship ICGS Varad, which was manufactured by Goa Shipbuilding. Which country won the T20 Deaf and Dumb Asia Cup at Dhaka, Bangladesh? Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh. Bangladesh Prime Minister, who was recently on a visit to India, is Sheikh Hasina, and this country is of course India. So there is nothing called as disabled, it is only differently abled, as proved by these deaf and dumb cricketers. And another thing, one player from India performed brilliantly. His name is Yashwant Naidu. He was awarded Man of the Series, who was recently awarded by Confederation of Indian Industry, that is CII, President's Award for Lifetime Achievement in a ceremony which was held in New Delhi. And this award was given to him by a person no less than the President of India, Pranab Mukherjee. He is the celebrated businessman Rahul Bajaj. Which telecom company in India has signed a tripartite memorandum of understanding with BBNL and Department of Post? It is of course our public sector telecom company Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, BSNL. As per International Monetary Fund, which has its headquarters in Washington DC, goods and services tax is expected to push India's growth in the medium term to what? So India is a bright spot among the countries as per the World Bank when it comes to the economy. India's GDP will grow by a healthy 8% because of GST in the medium term. That is what IMF is saying. Now IMF's president or secretary general is Christine Lagarde, who is a French lawyer. Christine Lagarde, and she has been elected for second time in a row. India recently signed MOU with Armenia, small country Armenia, for cooperation in 3 fields. Which of the following is not one of the fields? So please note, India signed a MOU with Poland in the field of agriculture, and India has not signed agriculture with Armenia. Rest 3 we have signed. So this is one way to remember. And I don't expect you to know the capital of Armenia, but I'll tell you irrespective. So the capital of Armenia is Yerevan. Venu Chakravarti passed away, legendary person, acted in more than 1000 South Indian films, and he had also launched Silk Smitha, if you remember. So he was a famous actor. Tributes to him. Fetus of which animal were kept alive by scientists in artificial worm-like bag for 4 weeks after birth in a first ever successful study of premature infants? So the thing is this. The fetus of lamb was seen to survive even outside the body of the mother lamb in a significant coup by the scientists, and this is equivalent to 23 weeks of human gestation. So maybe in future the woman will not need to keep the fetus in the womb. Such talks were going on recently, and this was a experiment which was conducted recently. Very, very important experiment. What is the name of the new artificial intelligence platform that is launched by Infosys to help businesses? So more trouble for engineers now, because Infosys, TCS, Wipro, HCL, these are some companies which engineers look forward to in medium to elite colleges. And Infosys has fired 9,000 employees in just last 1 year. Now they are taking to the artificial intelligence. And let me tell you, World Bank has said that 69% of jobs in India are threatened. Please remember this figure. 69% jobs in India are threatened by artificial intelligence. In fact, last year, Infosys had launched an artificial platform which was called Mana. And right now, they have launched Nia. So Nia and Mana are the artificial intelligence platforms of Infosys. Another thing, Infosys CEO is Vishal Sikka. They can ask this in exam. Vishal Sikka. Which country became the first country in the world to ban the mining of metals for environment protection? So this country is El Salvador. Capital of El Salvador is San Salvador. Which state or union territory has announced free power supply for pump sets used for irrigation purpose? So this is to help the farmers in stress. Puducherry has announced so. Puducherry is a union territory. What is the difference between a state and a union territory? See, state has a chief minister and legislative assembly, also called Vidhan Sabha. But union territory does not have a chief minister or a legislative assembly. But 2 states in India are exception to this, Delhi and Puducherry. Puducherry has a legislative assembly and CM is V. Narayanaswamy. Whereas whereas Delhi also is a union territory, but it also has a legislative assembly, and chief minister of course is Arvind Kejriwal. Actor turned politician Vinod Khanna passed away. He was a 4-time member of parliament from which constituency in Punjab? So he used to contest elections from Gurdaspur. Very, very legendary actor. He died from urinary bladder cancer. This they might ask, which cancer he died of? Urinary bladder. Which of the following has developed an Android app called Solar Calculator? And using this app, we can compute the solar energy potential of any location so that we can take a call on how and when and what is the modus operandi of our solar apparatus at that place. It has been developed by ISRO, which is called Indian Space Research Organization. It is a space agency of India headquartered in Bengaluru, and therefore Bengaluru is called the Space City of India. Another thing, ISRO chairman is A.S. Kiran Kumar. A.S. Kiran Kumar is the chairman of ISRO. What is the name of youngest ever chancellor of any university in India? He is only 38 years old. He is the chancellor. By the way, appointing the chancellor of any government university is the job of governor. And if governor is not able to find a suitable candidate, then he himself can act as a chancellor of any university, although he will not be paid for it. So he recently won the Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar International Foundation Kerala State Award. Who is this genius, 38-year-old and youngest ever chancellor of any university? His name is Dilip Nair. Dilip Nair. Currently, he is the chancellor of the Northeast Frontier Technical University, which is in Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh chief minister is Pema Khandu and capital is Itanagar. In which state of India is Indian Oil Corporation? Indian Oil Corporation, again, it is a Maharatan company, very important PSU, public sector undertaking. It is planning to build an oil terminal to supply fuel to Nepal through the planned pipeline up to Amleganj. This will be in Bihar, in Motihari district. So there will be this pipeline to supply fuel to Nepal. Nepal president was on a visit to India recently. Her name is Bidya Devi Bhandari. She is the only female president of Nepal in its history. Nepal's prime minister is Pushpa Kamal Dahal, also called Prachand, and Nepal's capital is Kathmandu, which is the headquarters of SAARC. What is India's rank on the World Press Freedom Index? So everybody knows in India, there is no press freedom at all. The people's sentiment get hurt too easily, and we are, out of 180 countries, we are a very dismal 136. So first country is Norway. Second is Sweden, and the third is Finland. Norway's capital is Oslo, Sweden Stockholm, and Finland Helsinki. Please note, Scandinavian countries will always top all the indexes. If not Scandinavian country, it will be Iceland or Singapore. So Norway also has a very important chess player, Magnus Carlsen, who is the world chess champion. Which country has become the first to open an honorary ambassador office, that is consulate office, in Gift City, that is the Gujarat International Finance Tech City? This country is Belgium. Belgium capital is Brussels, which also is the headquarters of NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. First Udan flight. Udan means Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. This is a scheme launched by the central government to make sure that even the poorest of the poor can avail the flights. So first Udan flight was launched by Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi to operate between New Delhi and which place? So it was from New Delhi to Shimla. Please note that Udan will not apply to all the major airports. It will only apply to the underserved and unserved airports. And our Minister for Civil Aviation is Ashok Gajapati Raju. India has released the second edition of Joint Doctrine for the Armed Forces. Who is the current chairman of the Chief of Staff Committee? So Chief of Staff Committee, our chairman is Admiral Sunil Lamba, who is the Chief of Navy. He had taken over from Robin Dhawan, if you remember. And first joint doctrine from the armed forces was released in the year 2006. Peshawar High Court recently allowed the Hindus to worship at a Shiva temple located in which province after 2 decades. So minorities in Pakistan were not allowed to worship at the Lord Shiva temple in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. But now they are allowed, as a verdict by the Peshawar High Court allowed them to do so. ESOT and ePran, these are the services launched to aid which scheme? It is the Atal Pension Yojana. These two schemes are for Atal Pension Yojana. ESOT means, E means electronic, SOT means statement of transaction. Pran stands for Permanent Retirement Account Number. Which states RDPR? RDPR means what? RDPR means Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Department has won the Electronic Puruskar Award for the best performance in empowering the Panchayat by using the ICT tool. ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology Tools for the year 2016-17, that is financial year 2017. This state is Karnataka. Which country will be hosting the World Road Meeting 2017 organized by International Road Federation? This country is India. It will launch it in on November 17, and this particular meeting is held once in 4 years. Which Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management has developed the CAPI Soil Health Management and Monitoring Shemam app? Shemam app has been for monitoring the soil health, and it has been developed for coffee growers, coffee farmers by the state of Kerala. Please note that Kerala is not the leading producer of coffee in India, it is Karnataka. What was the theme of World Intellectual Property Day 2017 observed on 26th of April? The theme this year was Innovation Improving Lives. World Intellectual Property Day has been asked in exams time and again. Which state is going to launch an integrated social media grievances tracker on Twitter and Facebook for faster and real-time redressal of grievances pertaining to different departments? So basically this state believes that if you are on Twitter and Facebook, you have a grievances redressal system through Twitter and Facebook, you can easily do the grievances redressal of the people. This state is Haryana. It is launching on Twitter and Facebook the grievances redressal system on 15th of May. Which of the following regulatory organizations in India has launched a financial literacy mobile app for the clients? This is the Microfinance Institutions Network. It has launched. It will be available in many languages. And Ratna Vishwanathan is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of MFIN. Who was conferred with the Ghantasala National Award instituted by Ghantasala National Art Academy? This award was given to Vani Jairam, one of the most brilliant singers in India, and she is also called Mirabai of North. Mirabai of North. Who has been appointed as the new Director General of the CRPF? So the government was sleeping for a while and then there were attacks on our soldiers. CRPF Jawans got martyred. Now finally they have a Director General. So Director General of CRPF is Rajiv Rai Bhatnagar. Please note this name also, R.K. Pachnanda. He has been made the Director General of Indo-Tibetan Border Force, also called ITBP in short. What is the name of the mobile app that has been launched by the Information and Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu, who is also the Minister for Urban Development? And this app is only for micro, small and medium enterprises. This app will be called My MSMEs. Which country opened its consulate in Chennai to symbolize 25 years of its establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries? This country wants to strengthen its diplomatic ties and as a symbolic gesture completed 25 years of diplomatic ties with India. This country is Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a Central Asian country. Capital is Astana. Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari announced the launching of first electric taxi trial in which city? This is a pilot trial. Electric taxi will be launched if it becomes successful. So recently this trial was conducted in Nagpur. And the company Mahindra & Mahindra, the automaker Mahindra & Mahindra is launching 200 electric taxis. Which state government entered into an agreement with Bharat Broadband Network Limited, that is BBNL, for implementing the center's rural internet connectivity scheme, which is called BharatNet. BharatNet is a project by Palnaswamy, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, at an estimated cost of 50 lakh rupees. Which Indian businessman food processing plant in Britain has won the prestigious Queen's Enterprise Award? And this businessman food processing plant or the venture is called Y International, and his name is Yusuf Ali. Y stands for Yusuf. Yusuf Ali, and he is born in Kerala. NASA has discovered an ice ball planet of the size same as Earth and also equidistant from Earth as much as Sun. So both Earth and Sun are equidistant from this planet. This planet is located at a distance of how much? It is located at a distance of 13,000 light years, and Earth is located at a distance of 1 astronomical unit from Sun. Where was India's first ever athletics meet for transgenders held? Transgenders are like some wants to behave as different genders to what they already are. That is the transgender. They are a part of the famous LGBT community. This was organized in Thiruvananthapuram, capital of Kerala. Two Indian Americans, Ritu Raju and Sandeep Mupatti, have been selected by which leadership development fellowship program? They have been selected by the American Council on Education. Very, very important. Who has been recently appointed as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Goodwill Ambassador? Please note that UNHCR chief, they are asking in exam a lot of time. They have been asking. His name is Filippo Grandi. Filippo Grandi is the chief of United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee, and recently they have made Yusra Mardini as the brand ambassador because she is from Syria and she's a swimmer. She has also represented Syria in Olympics. Please note that capital of Syria is Damascus. It's a war-torn country for the past 6-7 years. Where was the Global Mobile Internet Conference recently took place? It was recently held from April 17 to May the 1st. It took place in the capital of China, Beijing, which is also the headquarters of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Who has been appointed as the new president of Albania? Capital of Albania is Tirana, and the new president is Ilir Meta, and the prime minister of this country is Edi Rama. Who became India's first woman to race in Formula E at the circuit at the Calafat in Catalonia, Spain, which has a Barcelona also in Catalonia. So her name is Gul Panag from Aam Aadmi Party. 24th to 30th April was observed across the world as which day? It was observed as a very important day, which is the World Immunization Week. World Immunization Week. Child artist cannot work for more than how many hours as per Labour Ministry now? This will be applied now. Labour Minister is Bandaru Dattreya, Union Minister for Labour, and child artists will not be allowed to work for more than 5 hours. Who has been shortlisted as India's representative at the Global Football for Friendship, which is called F4F social program, to be held in St. Petersburg, Russia. And for the first time, India is participating in this program in Russia, and his name is Sujal Keher. Which enterprise application software company launched a solution to the small and medium enterprises to help them become compliant with GST? The company is SAP. It will help it will help companies in more than 21 cities to become GST compliant. Scientists at which university have discovered a way to trigger artificial photosynthesis using titanium antenna? This research was done by the scientists from the University of Central Florida. See, for photosynthesis, plants need sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, but now scientists said that even artificial photosynthesis can be triggered in plants. FIFA president Gianni Infantino, who is an Italian, but he also has the citizenship of Switzerland also, he announced that referees can use video technology in the 2018 World Cup. Where will this World Cup be held? It will be held next year in Russia. And it is just like third umpire. Now the referees can take help of TV. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, who is from Arunachal Pradesh, he launched Urja, which is a CAPF under 19 talent hunt tournament for which sport? So this sport is football. The High Level Committee on Allowances, which was set up by the Ministry of Finance last year, submitted its report recently. This committee is headed by which person? This committee is headed by Ashok Lavasa. Can you write in comments which position Ashok Lavasa has in our government, in the bureaucracy? Ashok Lavasa is who? Write in comments. So this High Level Committee, which was on allowances. When is Workers' Memorial Day observed every year? To spread awareness and acknowledge the efforts of the workers. Workers' Awareness Day every year is celebrated on April the 28th. As per the Ministry of Urban Development and as per our Minister of Urban Development, M. Venkaiah Naidu, who is also Information Broadcasting Minister, how many infrastructure projects related to urban transport and water supply have been sanctioned by NCRPB? NCRPB is National Capital Region Planning Board at an allocation of 1552 crore rupees. Total number of projects is 25. And our Minister for Water Resources is Uma Bharti, whereas our Minister for Drinking Water is Narendra Singh Tomar. Don't confuse the two. Which states Department of Transport, International Center for Automotive Technology and MORTH have signed a tripartite MOU for establishing a vehicle inspection and certification center. This will be set up in the Dimapur district. Do you know where is Dimapur district? It is in Nagaland. Capital of Nagaland is Kohima. Teen Murti Marg is proposed to be rechristened or renamed after which city in Israel? This city is capital of Israel is Jerusalem, but this city is Haifa. Please note that in the year 1918, the soldiers from Jodhpur, Mysore and Hyderabad, they made sacrifices because they helped Israel. They participated in the liberation of the Palestinian post of Haifa from the Muslim Turks. A 100-meter area around all the religious places in the city will be declared as silent zone. Which city are we talking about? We are talking about Guwahati in Assam. The decision has been made by the government of Assam, which is the BJP government. Sarbanand Sonowal is the chief minister. India-Turkey Business Forum, because Turkey's President Erdogan, who is now the most powerful person hands down in Italy, because there was a constitutional referendum. Now it has become a executive presidency from a parliamentary democracy. So it is Erdogan is the most powerful person in Italy by far, and Erdogan has sweeping powers. He is on a visit to India. India-Turkey Business Forum began in New Delhi, although the capital of Turkey is Ankara. SEBI, which is the market regulator, it has recently approved options trading in which of the following? SEBI has approved options trading for all of these, or for which of the following? That is what they are asking. It has done it for the commodity future. And SEBI's chairman is Ajay Tyagi. Now my 7th question for you today. Atul Sobti is chairman of which company? Atul Sobti. Write down in comments. Walmart, which is the major employer, the number one employer in the world, very, very powerful, Walmart. It is going to open how many stores in India over the next 3 to 4 years? And 10 stores will be opened in Telangana itself. So total it will open 50 stores. Indian Cultural Center in which country organized a seminar which was aimed at maintaining and strengthening the bilateral relations between the two countries? This country is Egypt, which is a Eastern African country, Northeast African country, and Egypt's capital is Cairo. Which state or union territory has become the latest to cancel all the public holidays commemorating births and deaths of eminent personality? This decision was first taken by the Uttar Pradesh government. Now it has been taken by the Delhi government. Who has been appointed as the new Director General of Police of Haryana? Director General of Police is the highest post for any IPS officer in a state. Nobody is above the DGP. So his name is B.S. Sandhu. Who has been named as the new Director of Secret Service by United States President Donald Trump? Please note that all the Trump cabinet is very important. Be it Don Coates, be it Flynn, or Rex Tillerson, all are important. So Donald Trump is a Republican president, and new Director of Secret Services by US President Donald Trump. His name is Randolph Els. Wikipedia's co-founder Jimmy Wales said to fight fake news, Wikipedia is launching a website. What is the name of that website? It will be called Wiki Tribune, and just like Wikipedia, it will be by public donations. Which country has dismissed the head of United Nations Development Program in the country, Awa Dabo? This country is Tanzania, and a very important country. The capital of Tanzania is Dodoma. Why is Tanzania popular? Because it has Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is the highest peak of Africa. It is in Tanzania. G20. G20 means 19 countries plus European Union. It is called G20. India is also signatory to G20. India is a member of G20. So the finance ministers and the central bank governor like RBI governor from India and the various central bank governors of G20 countries met recently, where this meeting was conducted in Washington, D.C. Our central government recently issued the Model Agricultural Procedure Marketing Committee APMC Act. It will replace the law issued in which country? This will be to help. This is a new scheme for farmers, and this was issued in 2003. In a bid to curb round tripping, SEBI has barred which of the following from investing in participatory notes? Now, resident Indians, non-resident Indians, and entities beneficially owned by NRIs cannot participate. So the answer is all of the above. Our Ministry of Health, our Health Minister is JP Nadda, recently launched a test and treat policy for which of the following? Test and treat policy was launched to tackle HIV. A person who has HIV is called HIV positive. When he is about to die or when it becomes serious, it is called AIDS. AIDS is just the final stage of HIV. India is going to launch South Asia satellite. How many countries will benefit from SARC satellite? 8 countries are a member of SARC, but we have not allowed Pakistan to take benefit of SARC satellite. So 7 countries will benefit from SARC satellite. Headquarters of SARC is in Kathmandu, which is the capital of Nepal. So these were the best multiple choice questions from this week. Quality of questions I would say is very good. So keep practicing, keep rocking. Thanks for watching.